And you can see in the production tab I'm now upgrading to high-sec auto-tracking on the right. That's the sort of the target logo one. That's upgraded in the engineering bay, and basically it increases the range of my auto turrets from Ravens, and it also increases the range of my planetary fortresses attack. That's just an added bonus, really. The other one on the left of that is durable materials, and that increases the time that turrets and point defense drones, oh, and I think seeker missiles stay up, basically, and which is really good, because if you get that upgrade, the auto turrets just stay forever. It's coming with mutas again, and I'm just sending my marines over to shoot them down, but they're having a bit of trouble because of the cleave damage that these mutas do. So I'm pulling them back. I think it's time now to bring in my ravens. I've got 5. Let's see what these can do. A couple of seeker missiles, blast. They're gone. I mean, as a Terran, that is just the best sight in the world. To see a cloud of mutalisks like that just go down in two splats. That is the power of ravens. If you get the seeker missiles, and if you have enough of them, they can really just destroy bio units. Which is why it's so good against zerg. Zerg are more bio units pretty much, and they can just destroy a whole clump of them. Now at this stage, I just want to continue what I'm doing, macro more. Basically, this turns out to be quite a long match. I do apologise, because I'm getting a bit conservative. Because I know all these banelings are here. I don't really want to move out, because I know banelings will just destroy all my marines, and that'll just be a waste. So I'm kind of hoping he'll attack me and waste all those banelings. Now you've seen the production tab is making corruptors, and that's very good. Corruptors, they shoot down air, and ravens are air. So if you shoot down the ravens, they won't be able to put down their turrets and seeker missiles, and that should be fine, right? Well, you're correct, they do, but if you get a whole cloud of corruptors, they're no better than using mutalisks, really, as you'll see later. But he's going to attack with his speedlings and his banelings now, which is probably a good idea. He's letting me tech to ravens this long. He really should be starting to do some damage now. But I've made a little wall of buildings, so he has to come round this long way, and which gives the marines a lot of time to shoot at them. And also, I send some seeker missiles to blow them up, and it seems to work. As you can see, I send one up to the speedlings, but since they're so fast with the speed upgrade, they can just outrun it quite easily. Actually, one of the few units that can outrun it really easily. Some units actually cannot outrun a seeker missile; they're too slow. I'm not sure which ones they are, but and a lot of units, they sort of run at the same speed, so you can actually micro your units away from the seeker missile, and eventually it will drop. But which is a good deterrent, if anything. Here we can see he's gathering all these corruptors up, and he attacks in this big cloud of corruptors, and yes, they're shooting down my ravens, but if he keeps them clumped, the seeker missile splash damage will just take them all out. It's just not an effective way. An effective way to use the corruptors would be to use an infestor, like from this. He's got an infestation pit, out, but he doesn't actually make any infestors for some reason. Infestors are really good because they can fungal growth all the ravens, keep them still, and the corruptors can eventually shoot them down, and the mutalisks and whatever else the zerg player may have. So I've got a good handful of ravens now. I've got another starport up just so I can start making more. You know, if you're ahead, get more ahead. That's what most of the pro casters always say. Always expand more, macro more, make more buildings. So I've got this excuse me, got that expansion down there. It's also a planetary fortress because that's going to be the most undefended. I can fly my ravens over, but they're kind of slow moving. ravens. So just a little bit of defense there is good enough. I think I'm starting to push out with my ravens and my marines. This is probably a very late push. You could probably push a lot earlier than this. I mean, I've actually let him get quite a big army of basically speedlings and corruptors. But I see he's sneakily putting down an expansion at the high yield minerals, so I go and take that out. I think I've got about 12, 15 ravens. I'm not sure, I can't read my own unit tab, but that's quite a lot. So it could probably have done quite a bit of damage at 7 ravens. I probably didn't have to wait this long at all. Oh, here come the corruptors. Now they're taking them out very quickly, but seeker missiles, that cloud of corruptors is gone. There's 5 left. He had about the same as me. He had about 13 corruptors. I had about 12 ravens, and now he has about 3 corruptors left, and I have 11 ravens left. They're just that effective, the seeker missiles. Now I'll just leave my marines there just to fight the zerglings. I think the zerglings come out on top of that battle, but I don't really care because my focus now is planting all these turrets around his base. These turrets are just so amazing because you plant them down, they're structures, and so you can put them on the creep, and they just shoot everything. You can drop them all around the base, and this base is just gone now. We'll see in a minute, nothing will be left because they last so long. They just shoot everything until it's gone, and even if he had units to shoot to attack them, which he doesn't, he's only got corruptors right now. They wouldn't. They've got 2 armor, so they would take ages to go down. They've still got corruptors, and my ravens are running out of energy, which is the drawback of energy. Once it's gone, it's gone. You have to come back and replenish it. But I pull them and try and pull them over the turrets and kite them back to my base, really, to just try and save as many as I can, so I can reuse the energy. Recycling the energy is kind of where this becomes really strong, because then I can just make more ravens, and then there's not much the zerg player can do about it. See, now that the hatchery's gone, I bet you everything was gone before you actually realised it. The spire's gone, hatchery's gone, the spawning pool will go down soon as well. And once that spawning pool goes down, he'll have no production buildings. Once it goes down, he will be able to make nothing but drones and queens. So he's in a very difficult position right now. And all I've done is like one push, dropping ravens in his base. I haven't even gone for the expansions yet. Usually that's what you do. You go for the expansions, take out his economy. I'm expanding again, 2 more expansions just because I can. I've got loads of minerals. I probably shouldn't have this many minerals, but I'm only a gold scrub, so I'm not good at spending them at this stage in the game. With this build, I mean. Once you get this many ravens, you're doing a lot of micro around his base, and it just builds up. But I'm looking quite good right now. Once I've repaired my ravens, let them get some more energy, put them together with my new ravens, and I can go out again. I'm sending no, not yet, not. Look, see, the turrets are still there. Everything in that base is gone. His natural expansion is gone. Now I'm pushing out. Now I'm going to finish this. So I was being really conservative. I could have finished this ages ago. I didn't really need to go back and regroup and make that many marines, but I did. It's always good practice to kind of regroup everything and then attack again, but I didn't really have to in this time, especially with my army being so big in the 140s, and he's only got about 50s. And all he's got is corruptors. He's got barely anything on the ground, so all he can do is try and get rid of these ravens. And it's got a single baneling for some reason he hasn't used. Point defense drone goes down. It blocks all the missiles coming on, all of them. Blocks the missiles coming. Seeker missiles, half of those corruptors go down, the rest of them are softened up. And down go the turrets to finish off this expansion, and he GG's. And essentially that was a almost a flawless victory. Apart from the Mutalistic harassment and the buildings he destroyed with the banelings, he really didn't do any damage. He didn't get any workers killed, he didn't make a huge dent in my army. The Ravens had just completely controlled the game. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you like the build, and and perhaps you can use it yourself. If you do use it, I suggest you go into a custom map and just try some practice games first before you actually try it in the ladder, because it takes a bit of getting used to the build and controlling the Ravens. It depends how good you are, of course. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'll finish the video here. Hope to do some more videos soon, and I'll see you guys another time.